Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Life Long on the podcast. 3-0, guys, 3-0. Great start to the defense of Arsenal's Premier League. Um, Lots to get into. I just want to go over something real quick. So my prediction for the starting lineup was slightly wrong. I got three players wrong. I got I didn't know that Bruno was injured. Apparently he's injured. Rice came in. Um, but instead of Madueke, Saka played, and instead of Gyökeres, Havertz played. So those are the three that I got wrong, which fair enough. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell Havertz or Gyökeres who would have started. I felt like there's a lot of rumors going around right now about Victor Gyökeres' future, so that's probably why he was on the bench. He didn't even come on, as far as I know. Um, but overall, it was an absolute fantastic game. My man of the match is Christos Solis. Just putting that out there from now. That was absolutely amazing. His passing, his ability to take up different spaces. I mean, just an absolute joy to watch. And so such a different profile to the rest of the team too. It's really good. You can tell that he has a footballing brain. It was really good to see him operating in different channels. At one point, he even switched or went on to Saka's wing. Uh Bro, the words can't even begin to explain. But it's kind of early, but I have the feeling that he will be an upgrade on Trossard, which is a big compliment to Zolis. Anyway, so jump into the game. The first half, well, first of all, we dominated the entire game. We had all of the possession. We have all of the attacking. I don't think they got a shot on goal, maybe one. So obviously we had all the shots. We, passing, I think at one point the commentators were saying it seemed as if we were playing with an extra man because that's how much control we had over the game. It did seem that way. It just seemed like a sea of red out here, guys. But anyways, Salis was looking bright. It was looking dangerous. It looked like if anything was going to happen in the game in the attacking phase, it was going to go through him, and it did. Majority of the plays, the build up, even if he wasn't the one giving the assist, most of the play was as a consequence of either his movement or his directness or his actual passing of the ball, by way of assist or one of the players in the build up to the goal. Um, Havertz 1-0, assisted by Calafiori. Uh, right after that, Saka 2-0, assisted by Solis. Another assist for Solis. This guy is going to be have him down as our assist king at the end of the season. He's going to be our player with the most assists, guaranteed. Just watch out for it. Um, okay, guys. So let me talk to you really quickly about that halftime. Um, I don't even know what halftime interview with Saka. I hope they don't continue this throughout the whole season. I know there was talks of it, but to actually see it in action, it just looked clumsy, awkward, ill-timed. It just looked sour. And obviously Saka is tired. Obviously, Saka they have to have a conversation as to how to address the second half. And this guy is just absolutely fucking wasting the guy's time, to be completely honest with you. And I just hope, like I hate when things like this come in because it's not warranted and it just looks tacky. So I just hope they don't continue that. Anyways, guys, more of the same in the second half. We came out, continued our dominance. Odegaard, it looked like he was going to clumsily, it's how the ball came to him, but he looked like he was going to clumsily miss. Luckily enough, he was to find enough of his feet to put the ball in the back of the net. But assist, Ben White, a bit of passing between Odegaard, Saka, and Ben White. But eventually, Ben White got the assist for the Odegaard goal. And if you realize all three goals were from different people and all assists were from different people. And that's what I love to see because teams, you don't want to become overly dependent on any particular player in any phase, like, or in any stats. You don't want one player to be dominating the goals and you don't want one player to be dominating the assists, unless it's that everybody's contributing and that player just has more contribution. But apart from that, you definitely want to see a spread of contribution. So another thing that I got right is that I said that whoever started, whichever striker started first would be the would be the player to get the first goal of the season. As you know, last season it was Calafiori. This season it was Kai Havertz. And it was assisted by Calafiori, which is good to see. Um, so first goal of the season last season, Calafiori. First assist of the season this season, Calafiori. But first goal of the season, I got it right. Kai Havertz. And it looks like Kai Havertz is going to be our starting striker. I don't think anybody was under any disillusion about it. I think we all got that. He started in the Community Shield. He had a good pre-season. He did really well for Germany in the World Cup. And it's more of the same. And I love to see that because Kai Havertz, unlike, a majority of the fan base or half of the fan base, I actually really, really, really like Kai Havertz. I know he's not your traditional striker, but his height, his presence, his passing, his ball movement, his willingness and ability to press with Odegaard on the front line, his ability to drop into midfielder because he's known as a long goiter. I think they call it in Germany, a player that he kind of operates in a similar way to Thomas Muller, formerly of Bayern Munich in Germany. So, it's good to have a profile like that who's so multifaceted and that can add so much to different phases. He's a guy who also defends very well. And again, height and presence, guys. Um, and I have on my notes here that Tzolis was absolutely amazing. Um, and he almost got on the score sheet in the 64th minute with an amazing strike. A strike that I don't think the keeper was expecting, and I don't think anybody was expecting. He kind of came out of nowhere, and it was a shot from some distance, which is something that I desperately want to see in Arsenal's game this season. I want to see people. I know a couple of our players have that ability. I know that Eberechi Eze has that ability. Obviously, Christoph Solis has that ability. Joe Perez has that ability. If he stays with us this season, then I definitely want to see him, try to hit some. Saka has that ability. So I want to see players starting to express or starting to show us that ability and starting to get some goals because that is a part of players being unpredictable and confusing teams because I can't tell when last we really hit the ball from the outside of the box or the edge of the box. And I know a lot of teams are probably not expecting that because we don't do that often. So if we do it, it would be kind of like a secret weapon in a way. Anyways, guys, let me know if you got your predictions right, who you thought was going to score the first goal, have first assist. If you got your score predictions right, I got my own slightly wrong. I thought it was going to be more like 4-5-0. It's close enough. We could have won by 4 or 5-0, but we never got it. We got three. And I think anybody would be satisfied with three goals. Three goals, three different assists, can't complain. First game of the season, can't complain. Our title defense is on the move, guys. On the move, on the go. Um, but guys, man, I mean, let me know in the comment section what you thought about the game. Who was your man of the match? Mine was Christoph Solis. Um, let me know. Let me know if what you think about this Julian Alvarez link. Probably, depending on how things progress over the next couple hours, next couple days, I'll let you guys. I'll do a video and talk more about it. But let me know what you think about that link. Let me know if you think, are you willing to let go of your careers and bring in Julian Alvarez? What's your feeling about that or towards that situation? Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning into another episode of the Lifelong Gunner podcast, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, help your boy out. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love. And we're out.